there's any team in the NFL that makes more news in the offseason than the Washington Redskins, I don't know who it is. We'll start with Robert Griffin III. In case you missed it, he got on an Instagram fight with one of his followers, I guess, about whether he's handling himself the right way in the offseason. We've heard this before. It's not the first time Robert Griffin III has gone on social media to kind of butt heads with some of his detractors. Scott, you wrote about this. I got to start with you. Who cares? Is it a big deal because it's RG3 and it's in Washington, D.C., or does it really say something about him in terms of his preparation and if he cares enough about the playbook that he should be arguing back and forth with one of his followers?
Right. I'll back off from calling it a fight. It was a civil debate, I will say, in the comments of an Instagram
post. It wasn't
post.
that Kobe thing where the guy wanted to fight the guy in Los Angeles, Temecula, right?
Right, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. But, I mean, the issue here is that Robert Griffin III is correct that him posting 2 or 3 times a day to social media does not preclude him from putting in the work that's necessary for him to improve on the football field. He is wrong in choosing the comments of an Instagram post of him singing Michael Jackson in the car on the way to the workout as the place to explain that to people.
He spelled Billy incorrect in Billie Jean. I think he used a Y instead of an I-E.
Yeah,
that's right.
That's the worst offense.
You can't. Yeah, it's Michael Jackson.
I think my editor saved me from that one. They probably did the same thing.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he's not wrong that he should feel free to post on Instagram every day. It becomes a story when he goes back and forth with this guy. There are people out there, and I know from reading the comments of my own posts, who believe that posting a song about him singing Michael Jackson means that those are 10 seconds that he's not putting in work in the gym, which is just ridiculous. So the next step for RG3 is to post a video of himself working out and singing Michael Jackson at the same time, and then just ignore the comments.
Well, Chelsea, is this a story at all? If someone at Strasburg were all of a sudden posting, or we know Bryce Harper's done it too before, I mean, is it a story to you?
I think the argument that he's not, using that time in the weight room, using that time in the playbook is absolutely ridiculous because the people who are, commenting are presumably at work too and doing the same thing. So I think that's a double standard that's kind of hard to ignore. But again, if Bryce Harper goes back and forth with someone, if any of these guys do, then it becomes a story because while there is no real defense mechanism for them on social media, going back and forth is never a battle they can win, and it just looks bad. And so I think that's why it is a story. It's like, that's probably ill-advised, as was the fact that he was Instagramming while driving.
Yeah, that could be the news story.
But
I mean, isn't that not allowed? I don't know.
I think it's illegal.
Yeah, I believe it is.
So I think that's the only time that it becomes a story is when these athletes kind of depart from that insulated world they're in and start trying to engage with people that don't have the same accountability that they do.
Yeah. Is this a non-starter, Neil, for you? Does it even make a difference? Should we even care about it?
No, you don't care. I mean, here's the thing. You have no idea how much work he's putting in. You don't know, like, where's the pie chart that says he's, working out this much and he's Instagramming this much? I mean, you don't know, and it's silly. It's the off season. The only reason why it's a story is because he stinks, and fans are upset that he stinks. They're upset at how much the team invested in him. They're upset of how injury prone he is, how poor he is in the pocket, and all these other things on the field, and they're carrying it over to social media, and it just doesn't make any sense.